Could a 0% capital gains tax be coming to crypto made and built in the USA? President Trump's hosting the White House Crypto Summit, a meeting that will have long-lasting implications on the industry going forward. A few years back, crypto was stuck dealing with tough regulations, but now Trump's pushing for a change, aiming to make the US a leader in digital assets. If it works, we could get clear rules that bring in more investment, a strategic crypto reserve with tokens like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and lift the overall market, or if it doesn't, might stir up confusion and drag prices down with increased volatility. Either way, this is a crossroads for Web3, with government figures and crypto builders sitting down together. My name is Danilo, and today, I'm digging into what this summit's about, who's going to be there, and how it could affect your crypto from Bitcoin to your altcoin stack. If you're new here and want to learn something about Web3, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you stay in the loop. Alright, let's get into it. So, what's this White House Crypto Summit really about? Let's set the scene and dig into why it's happening now. Today, President Trump's pushing crypto to the front stage of American digital asset policy, and it's a big shift from how things were under previous administrations. Back in, let's say, 2021 or 2022, the US wasn't exactly crypto friendly. Regulations were a mess, with the SEC cracking down on numerous crypto companies, and a lot of people in Web3 felt like they were stuck fighting an uphill battle just to build anything. Innovation took a massive hit, and some companies even started looking overseas. Now, Trump's coming in with a fresh angle. He's been calling himself the quote, crypto president since his campaign, and this summit's his chance to back that up. Think clear rules that let digital assets grow and not just survive. The plan's got some important ideas to it. They're talking about setting up a framework for crypto investments, clarify the role of a strategic crypto reserve with tokens like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano, and some folks in crypto are hoping for ways to test new ideas without getting bogged down in the red tape bureaucracy. For you, this could mean easier access to new projects, lower risks for your investments, or even bigger opportunities if these major tokens get a government boost. And it's not just words. Trump signed Executive Order 14178 a while back, flipping Biden-era policies that critics say choke the space. Plus, Trump and his family have skin in the game. His family's been messing around with his meme coin and launching their own crypto stuff like World Liberty Financial, so this isn't just some detached policy move. The idea here is to turn the US into a Web3 hub, a place where blockchain and crypto can actually innovate within clear boundaries after years of uncertainty. It's a moment that could finally give this industry a real shot at stability, or at least a clear path forward. Okay, so who's actually showing up to this White House Crypto Summit? Let's dig in. It's a stacked lineup that really drives home how big this moment is. Bear with me though, this list might get a little long. On the government side, President Trump's leading the charge, joined by David Sachs, the White House AI and Crypto Tsar, and Bo Hines, who's running the president's working group on digital assets. Sachs has been all about using crypto to boost US innovation, like keeping the dollar strong with stablecoins, while Hines is making sure that the group's ideas land. You've also got Mark Ueda from the SEC and Caroline Pham from the CFTC, which is a big deal since they're the regulators who could shape what rules come next. Now, the crypto crew. This is where it gets good. They've got confirmed industry like Brad Garlinghouse from Ripple, who's been fighting the SEC over XRP forever. Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy, who's dumped billions into Bitcoin to push big money adoption, and Brian Armstrong from Coinbase, a major player in getting crypto to the masses. Then there's folks like Sergey Nazarov from Chainlink, whose tech powers a ton of DeFi smart contracts, and Matt Huang from Paradigm, a venture fund that's backed some of the biggest Web3 projects out there to date. The list keeps going on though. You have executives from Bitcoin Magazine, Exodus, Multicoin Capital, World Liberty Financial, Robinhood, Kraken, and Crypto.com are all confirmed to be there. But here's the fun part. Word on the street is that they have invited even more Web3 innovators, like Vitalik Buterin from Ethereum or Charles Hoskinson from Cardano. Plus, there's chatter about Howard Lutnick making an appearance, the Commerce Secretary who's been teasing the strategic crypto reserve. Whether they show up or not, this mix of policy figures, crypto OGs, and tech builders is setting the stage for some needed discussion, and it's going to be interesting to see what kind of ideas they bring to the table. Alright, so what's on the table exactly for this White House Crypto Summit? Let's get into the confirmed topics, the big issues these folks are hashing out. and they could really shape crypto's future in the United States. First up, they're tackling a regulatory framework. Think clear rules to stop guesswork and give projects some breathing room after years of SEC crackdowns. David Sachs and the policy crew, like Mark from the SEC and Caroline from the CFTC, are pushing for this to make crypto legit without choking innovation. And for you, this could mean less risk when you invest in new tokens or DeFi projects. Plus, easier access to US-based exchanges. Then, there's stablecoins. Sachs has been talking about setting up rules to keep them solid and use them to boost the dollar's global reach, which could be a game changer for platforms like Circle or Tether, where Jeremy and Paolo might chime in if they show up. If stablecoins get a solid framework, it could lower fees and speed up transactions for your cross-border crypto moves, making them a smoother part of your wallet. And here's a juicy one. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, as we mentioned, who's rumored to be there, has been dropping hints about the strategic crypto reserve. Basically, the US buying and holding major tokens like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano to back the economy, which could pump some serious value into your holdings of these assets if it happens, or even draw more institutional money into this space, boosting the entire market. These topics are the starting point for turning the US into a Web3 hub. And with players like Brian Armstrong, Brad Garlinghouse, and Michael Saylor in the room, you know there's going to be some intense debate about what's next for crypto's future. Aside from the confirmed topics that have been locked in, but what else could pop up at the White House Crypto Summit? Let's have fun and speculate a little. Things aren't official, but that could totally shift the crypto landscape. One idea floating around is taxes on crypto, and it's a big one. Folks like Brian Armstrong from Coinbase or Vlad Tenev from Robinhood might push for simpler reporting rules to cut through the IRS headaches, so you're not sweating every trade or losing sleep over capital gains. That could mean more predictable profits for your portfolio, or even opening the door for more retail traders to jump in without fearing a tax trap. Another possibility? Enforcement. How the SEC and CFTC, with Mark and Caroline in the room, might rethink their approach to shady projects. They could crack down harder on scams, making your investments safer, or ease up on legit startups, letting new tokens like those on Solana or Avalanche grow faster. But either way, it'll shake up the risk-reward balance for your DeFi plays. And don't overlook global competition. China's been doubling down on its crypto ban in early 2025, while Europe's rolling out rules that could make DeFi tougher there, so the US might lean harder into DeFi innovation to stay on top, opening big opportunities for projects like Avalanche, Aptos, or even Cardano if Charles Hoskinson shows up. These aren't set in stone, but with this crew, policymakers, crypto OGs, and tech builders, it's worth wondering what surprises they might toss out, and how those curveballs could reshape your crypto strategy. So what does all this mean for the crypto market? Bullish or bearish? Let's break down how the White House Summit could shake things up depending on what comes out of it, and what it could mean for your wallet. If they nail the regulatory framework, like David, Mark, and Caroline laying out clear, sandbox-style rules, it could be a massive green light for crypto. Picture this. Institutional money flooding in, with Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy doubling down on Bitcoin, Brian Armstrong's Coinbase onboarding millions more users, and even Brad Garlinghouse Ripple seeing XRP rally as legal clouds clear, driving prices up across Bitcoin, Ethereum, and major alts like Solana and Avalanche. Stablecoins getting solid rules could also tame volatility, making your cross-border trades cheaper, your DeFi stacks on platforms like Aave or Uniswap even steadier, and even drawing in conservative investors who've been on the sidelines, kicking off a steady bull run that might push the market towards new peaks by late 2025. And if Howard Lutnick's strategic crypto reserve idea takes off, say, the US buying billions in major tokens like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano, it could pump serious value into your holdings of these assets, draw in hedge funds and whales, and spark a broader crypto rally, potentially hitting new all-time highs for all of the majors if sentiment explodes. But here is the flip side. If they stumble, say, taxes get overly complex with new reporting mandates, or enforcement cracks down hard on projects, it could spook investors, tank prices, and leave your altcoin bags, especially riskier DeFi plays on Avalanche or other ecosystems, feeling a little shaky, with some tokens potentially dropping 20 to 30% in a panic further. Global pressure is a wild card too. China's tightened its crypto ban in early 2025, pushing more activity to the US. But Europe's rules could make DeFi compliance a headache there, forcing US projects to shine brighter or face stiffer competition. Either way, this isn't just noise. It's a pivot point for your portfolio, and tracking today's outcome could help you dodge sharp dips, spot breakout opportunities, or adjust your strategy before the market swings. It's worth paying close attention to how your portfolio reacts after today. What's the big picture from this White House Crypto Summit? It's a key moment for crypto in the US. Whether they land on clear rules, stablecoins, or a strategic crypto reserve, it could lift your holdings of these major assets and other alts. Or, if taxes and enforcement throw things off, it might drag your DeFi portfolio or altcoin holdings down even further. Either way, this summit's a turning point that could set the tone for where crypto's headed, and keeping tabs on today's results could help you spot opportunities or sidestep risks in your portfolio. I'd love to get your take in the comments. What do you expect from the summit? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button if this was useful, and subscribe so you're in the loop for my next update on anything and everything in Web3. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.